Hello, my name is Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm pretty sure your name is late. Anyway.
Late? I'm not late.
I'm Chris, also a co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto super easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for updates on all our Keto Chow happenings like today.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on our journey, blah, 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 blah. Today,
Keto journey.
Today,
what happened today, Miriam?
We have spring flavors.
Okay.
Back in stock. Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
Orange cream. Butterscotch. And it is now a permanent flavor. And fruity cereal. And chocolate malt, which is making Chris very happy.
Yes, it is indeed.
He's so happy.
We found some in a box, and so I've been rating that. So
yeah, you have been.
So yeah, the fall is out, spring is back in.
And it is so nice outside. The blossoms are on the flowers, and we are going around with short sleeve shirts on. I mean, I am
also wearing short sleeve shirts.
Awesome. It's so awesome.
Now, so let's talk about chocolate malt. Previously was only available in the singles. Now it's available in the big bags as well.
Yes.
But it is still a limited edition flavor, just like the orange cream.
But it's available in big bags.
Yes, it is.
Okay. But this is permanent.
That is permanent.
Forever.
We're planning to keep it in stock in the big bags and the singles.
The two crazy ketos right there. They're so
it does.
They're so cute.
So, and yes, butterscotch, permanent flavor. We do still have classic cake donut and the very recently released coconut cream pie.
Yes.
So those are still available.
Winning this week, this month is just winning for new flavors of awesomeness.
April is fun. Okay, let's say hi to people. We got Storm Chasing Gal here.
Hi.
And Bubbles. Nancy says that Storm Chasing Gal has to share us with everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Cindy is here.
I'm so full.
Bubbles says, let's start with, how didn't chocolate malt make it a permanent flavor yet? It just, the sales aren't high enough.
It just has to have good sales. It has to have a specific amount of sales.
Which, getting a
Chris
big bag.
Can buy all of them.
Yes. Getting a big bag helps that along a lot.
Yeah.
But other flavors like the peanut butter did not get good enough sales and actually got discontinued. Same thing with mocha. Same thing with the original vanilla and the original strawberry. Well, those we were just replaced. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how chocolate malt does this time around with big bags. Let's see.
Try to be smart and not carry stuff that we're not selling. That seems like a good idea.
Miriam puts on her angry face and says, we can't introduce new stuff
until we kill something else.
Well, I think, I have to look it up, but I think the coconut cream pie was our 40th flavor.
Oh, that's a lot.
That we've ever had, so I actually need to check on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rockin' Keto Amy is here, so is Exposing Darkness. And Janelle.
Hi, Janelle.
Says, can't wait to get my order of chocolate malt.
Yay.
I like the chocolate malt so much. Anyway, Reese is here. Malay Last Lot says, time to make another big order of chocolate malt and butterscotch.
Yes.
Nan is here.
Ooh, sweaty all of a sudden.
Let's see, Paige says, butterscotch, how lonely my coffee has been without you.
Aw, yay.
And
Coffee's not going to be lonely anymore.
I'm looking forward to making some creamies with the butterscotch because it's been a while.
Oh, it's been a long time. I really like it, like that recipe, the butterbeer recipe.
Okay.
It's really good.
Let's talk about cantaloupe. So cantaloupe was a flavor that we introduced during the...
It's good if you like cantaloupe.
Yeah. And the fruity cereal.
Right.
Okay. These are actually the original batch.
Excuse me.
So people are like, why did you bring back cantaloupe if it's not selling?
This is the one.
If it, why did you bring back cantaloupe and blah, blah, blah? This is still the same batch.
I think that
It's great.
I don't know
what
to
say. It tastes like cantaloupe. It tastes like a juicy cantaloupe, but it's not selling super well. We're probably not going to order more of it. So, if you...
We're not going to order more of it.
And the sad thing is the fruity cereal is really good.
If you like cereal milk.
Yeah.
I still am on camp cereal milk name.
Okay.
I don't want to call it fruity
But both
cereal.
of them, they were not selling. I mean, they're selling okay, but not super well. And so we were getting into the later half of the year in the fall. And we're like, you know what?
Bring it back in the spring.
Let's bring it back in the spring. So that's what the story is with those.
So we'll see if it does better now, and if it doesn't, it's killed.
It was fun while it lasted.
But right now it's here.
Savvy Shimmer
And
says I
it's so
usually get you
cute.
guys on
Look at how
Facebook,
cute
not
the pictures
YouTube.
are.
Vigil Keto says I'll be calling tomorrow, having trouble updating my card on my account. Interesting.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
We got a crack team of
Yeah, they'll fix it.
customer support that's happy to help you.
They're
Eugene says spring is here. Reese says I guess Cantaloupe sold better. Nope. Wait. Oh, we were ready to address that.
Yes.
Let's see. Janelle says, Miriam, I love your shirt.
Oh, thank you. This is my Easter shirt.
What about your earrings? Did you show everybody your earrings?
Can you tell?
It's a little teacup
and a teacup. It's a
Is it
little
a teapot?
saucer.
I thought it was a cup in there.
Saucer and a
Yeah.
cup. And a
Bum, bum,
a
bum.
tiny cup. It's really
Yeah, and so the question was, why fruity cereal and cantaloupe, not birthday cake? Birthday cake also didn't sell
Did not
particularly
sell good.
well. So,
But it was really cute.
well, and so birthday cake came out when we still had the original vanilla.
Yep.
Birthday cake came out and people were like, wow, this is a better vanilla. And so at first it was selling
Really
reasonably
good.
well. And then we came out with vanilla cream, which is a better
Which
vanilla.
was our plan. And the thing is, like, because Keto Chow has, muted flavor, a lot of them do already taste like vanilla. So it's like, why do we need all the same flavors?
Yep. So if you want birthday cake, the best thing to do is to add some almond extract to vanilla. So let's see. Rockin' Keto Amy is happy about orange cream.
Yay.
Eileen says orange and chocolate malt are my favorite.
I love the orange cream.
Lynn is here. Joanna says hi, everyone. Shari says I'm making apple pie cookies right now.
Oh,
I'm having a serving of chocolate malt that I have been hoarding.
Now you
I haven't
can
tried it
have
yet
it.
because I'm pretty sure it'll be my fave.
Oh, nice. You have to tell us what you think.
Everyone loves the coconut cream pie. Lady Fritz says hello and howdy.
Hello.
Gina says spring has sprung. We're just we gotta wait for a second.
After I cooked
it
dinner.
should reconnect and upload everything that we said while we were offline. And I'm not sure what's going on with the Wi-Fi lately, but anyway, we're back.
You know what? I missed a cup of water. That's
Oh.
You're supposed to add a cup of water when you add the thickener.
Okay, the xanthan gum.
That makes a difference.
Jennifer
It's really
says
thick.
I had pumpkin sausage soup and both peanut butter and chocolate keto chow cheesecake for Easter to go with taco bar.
How yummy is that?
Supposing Darkness says, yeah, peanut butter is gone. It is now completely sold out, and it's
over.
not coming back.
It was fun though.
It was fun. It was unflavored keto chow, still sweetened with peanut flour. So basically chocolate peanut butter without the chocolate flavoring or the cocoa powder.
Which if you wanted to add it to vanilla, I bet you could.
You could add
something.
peanut flour to vanilla. It didn't sell particularly well. It sold okay at the beginning.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, let me go ahead and pull this up. Leaderboard.
In case you wanted to know what I was talking about for dinner that we had, it was chile verde and it was really good.
So about every
just a little
6
thick.
months, we publish what are the most popular flavors of Keto Chow. And I do a little bit of a write-up. It represents 12 months of data. The limited edition flavors are not present due to limited sales. That's the most common question.
This one. Splash.
The seasonal fall flavors didn't come out right away, I'm sure.
Yeah, that was dumb.
And peppermint didn't come back at all.
Yeah, that was dumb too.
Core flavors aren't doing super well. We're kind of keeping them around out of spite,
I like them.
or out of principle would be a better way to say it.
Yeah.
And then there's the flavor status page where it talks about the different flavors that are permanent or discontinued. And we will not be reordering plain peanut butter, Irish cream, mocha, the original strawberry, and pina colada. And once those
They're over.
sell out, they're gone. So this is, and we have this presented in a couple different graphs. But you can also come down here and just see the
Boring words.
change, see the actual where they stack up. So chocolate malt, hey, it went up quite a bit. Butterscotch also did really quite well. Better than apple pie.
Which is funny because 2 doesn't seem very well to me. But the problem is nobody understands what the numbers.
Well, it's just percentage.
I know, but
chocolate peanut butter.
Good because they're all low numbers.
So that's the previous month. This is as of December.
Yeah, but the problem is it's just because it's weird.
It's because we have a lot of flavors, and by having a lot of flavors, it gets spread out.
Spread out. But it's nice to have variety, right? And it's nice to do different seasons because I feel like we all have our favorites. We just always all have our favorites, and you always keep the favorites in stock. But then when you have a different season, you're like, oh, I want to freshen things up, do a couple things differently.
I've been making eggnog into creamies lately. Oh, man, that's good.
That's from last year.
Oh, dang, it's so good. Anyway, let's see. Catch up. Exposing Darkness says, did you ever have plain pineapple? So on that page that I just linked to,
we never did.
Is a link to the flavor status page where we list every flavor we've ever had. And a plain pineapple is not on the list because for plain pineapple, people want Dole Whip. And we've tried and we can't get for some reason people don't want chunky shakes.
Weird.
I don't know why.
You know, the last couple of chocolate ones that you made this week have been chunky, and I've had to heat them up.
Well, that's been the butter solidifying.
Yeah, I know, but that's
not quite the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. The butter has been in chunks, and it's not usually like that. So I have had to heat them up. So if ever that happens, heat it up in the microwave, stir it up, and drink it hot. It's so good.
My Terrific Life said, just made a coconut pie into pudding, put it in the fridge. We'll lick the spoon. It's going to be so good. There you go. Marie says, buttered malt sounds good. Right? Butterscotch and chocolate malt. That does sound good.
Yeah, it does.
Amy says, my accident order arrived today, but I'm not sad. I'm happy. Big bag of caramel macchiato and new salty ultra variety. There you go. Jen Warner is here.
Jen. How you doing? How you feeling?
Exposing Darkness says, I made peppermint for my coffee creamer.
Nice.
Gina wants to know, do I like chocolate malt better as a shake or a creamy? Hands down, creamy all the way, every day. Mike's here. Lori says, hi all from Canada, still waiting for my coconut cream.
Or is she from California?
No, that's the Canada flag. Windows doesn't show it.
Okay.
For some reason, the emojis font for Windows doesn't show flags. Anyway.
I thought that Switch was going to have the stuff soon.
She ordered it direct.
Oh, from us. Okay.
Yes. And Switch only has certain flavors.
Right.
Just 6 different flavors. It's a very limited variety for now. Let's see, Eileen says, I want to check how much of a flavor is in stock leading up to my subscription date. How do I find out? So it depends on how low the stock is. If it's above like 200, it won't show you anything.
Yeah, it won't show.
And I've talked to the marketing team, and they do not want to budge on that. So, sorry.
Are you the boss or are you the boss?
I pick the battles that I want to fight.
Well, maybe some people have a good reason to say that.
And so I said, pick the battles I want to fight. Joanna says, exciting times happening here with the election. PRP rallies are amazing here in Nisku.
Oh, wow.
Wow, 15,000 people. Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Are you wearing funny shoes? Just
Converse. I can't put my foot in here. And a funny sock.
Marie says, Cantaloupe with vanilla ice cream is what it tastes like to me, which is how my mom ate Cantaloupe when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
It makes great ice cream.
I never thought about that before.
Yeah. Evelyn says, can you do a customer poll campaign so maybe once a year we can ask for a dead flavor to come back?
That's a good idea. That'd be fun.
And so I key lime.
I know.
We have some stuff in the works that we're working on as far as flavors goes. Trying to figure stuff out. The problem is we get really vocal minorities, which changes my perspective, and then I'm like fighting the marketing team, and not fighting, but I'm like, I think we should do this, and they're like, yeah, but nobody buys it. I'm like, but I think we should do it, and they're like, yeah, but nobody buys it.
Yep.
So anyway,
true story, bro.
The main poll that we conduct is if it sells well, then we introduce it. And so far, we haven't brought back any dead flavors because what we've found is that people prefer new flavors over the old ones.
Right.
So it's a difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mike says, I like them, and I've been conserving cantaloupe and fruity cereal.
Nice.
Jennifer says, since the spring flavors are out, does that mean I can put my snowblower away?
Yes.
You do that and it's going to snow.
No, I think you're fine.
Reese says, I have a few last year's orders of all the spring flavors. I do need more fruity cereal. When it originally came out, I did not order enough. I have one left.
There
oh, great.
There you go.
Steph says, you guys are fantastic. I ordered as soon as you updated this morning, and they showed shipped within an hour.
Yeah.
The shipping team was ready to go.
They worked so hard.
Well, I don't know what's going on. It's, anyway, I'll switch Wi-Fi networks if it happens again.
Okay.
Kel says, I didn't realize peanut butter was being retired. Yep, as of December, we announced that it was being retired. Yep. Let's see. Swizing Darkness says, is it too soon to know about coconut cream pie? Very much too soon.
Yeah, because we don't have enough data.
We don't have enough data until it's sold out. And then we say, how long did it take to sell? This is how many we had.
Yeah.
Are we going to bring it back next year as a limited edition flavor with like a spring favorites or a fall favorites restock? Unless something sells extremely well and then we bring it back immediately, but that's only happened like twice.
Oh, Visual Keto says, orange cream is a big fave here, so still have 5 big bags in my back stock.
Nice.
Oh, I'm jealous. I love orange cream.
Let's see, Exposing Darkness wants to try orange cream with orange salty.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let's try that.
So Savvy Shimmer says, thank you for releasing them. Can't wait to make a Keto Chow Part 4 video trying all the spring drop.
Yeah.
Because they're new to me flavors.
Yeah.
The Carnivore Jerry says, am working, but can only hear, not read.
Oh, that's
welcome.
Okay.
You're ear hustling.
That's right. We'll read things for you.
Terry says, well, grateful for us bringing Butterscotch back.
Woohoo!
Mike says, I love peanut butter a lot. I was able to buy some more before it sold out.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Nancy says, I can finally drink this last Butterscotch I was hoarding.
Right.
Yep.
That's.
Donna also wants to know about peppermint. We tried to get peppermint out in 2024 and it didn't work.
And so we said, nope.
We'll see what happens this next year. Or this year.
This next year.
This coming season. Mike says, the past week I've been drinking a lot of natural strawberry. It's really good. Mm-hmm. Probably some of that was mixed a little too sweet. Yes.
Whoopsie.
Reese has been drinking a lot of strawberry cream with strawberry MCT oil powder.
Cool.
Warm is great too. And Evelyn loves the eggnog year round.
Samesies.
Kathy says, do you do the eggnog creamy with heavy whipping cream or butter?
Butter. We do everything with butter.
I always do butter.
Yep.
Every time. Yeah, I don't know if the kids are streaming or not. It just occurred to me that I can put a restriction to make it so that they can't stream while we're doing the live stream.
I thought you already did that.
I kick them off the network, but a lot of things are hardwired. And so
Yeah. Well,
Bubble says, we lost you at the Dole Whip.
If we need to just go short, we can do that.
Mike wants to know, does Keto Chow contain any of the artificial dyes the government ordered to be phased out? They're red colors, and no.
No.
We actually haven't ever
really
used red.
Picky about colors. That's why everything new comes out uncolored. And salty is completely uncolored.
Yep. We were actually joking around today about introducing a flavor that was red, and we would call it Red 40.
Oh.
It was just a joke. It was like,
no.
That was during the customer service meeting. They're
I missed that meeting.
Well, it's funny because they would be the ones who would have to field all the questions.
Yeah, they really would.
And basically, as it stands right now, we're not planning on putting colors into any of the new flavors that come out unless there's a really good reason for it.
Yeah.
Blueberry, that seems to be kind of enhanced by having the color. Orange, yeah. But those were also older flavors.
Yeah, they're already old recipes. They're not old, they're just original.
Paige thinks that we're going to have grape salty, which Miriam is not allowed to taste if we ever make it. Says it'll break the internet and my bank account.
And my face.
Juan says, I'm so happy Butterscotch is back. Yay. How about coffee flavor for a nice iced coffee? We have several coffee flavors. Mocha, which is now discontinued. the Irish cream, which is discontinued, but we still have
It's
it.
not quite sold out yet.
But we have a lot of the caramel macchiato. It is available, and it's a good coffee flavor. To me, the caramel macchiato tastes and smells like caramel popcorn. But Kel wants to know, will Cherry Chill come back? Yes.
It will. It will.
Maybe in the next couple days.
It's on its way.
The problem is we ran out of the bags.
And we're just waiting.
We have the individual sachets. I don't know why your
mic not working?
microphone is too hot.
Oh, is it because I have yours maybe?
I don't know.
Want to look at it?
No, you have yours, but I'm not sure why it's. So you keep on.
You said I'm too hot.
Well, okay, whatever. Exposing Darkness, talking about grape salty. Miriam is banned from trying it. You are correct. Doesn't even get to try it. Mike says people complain even when you give them products they don't even need to buy or want to buy.
Right.
Cindy just placed a big order.
Thanks, Cindy.
Savvy says make a peppermint mocha flavor. I'm not planning on. I personally greatly dislike the smell of coffee, so I don't have a strong desire to make coffee
But
flavors.
could you use the peppermint and mix it with coffee? And
You
then
absolutely
have a
could.
peppermint mocha flavor.
Yeah, so me personally, I'm not working on any coffee flavors at all. Full disclosure. I'm also not going to work on any new savory flavors. What?
Next thing, I use cheap roasts, and I'm like, I didn't see
Slicing
roasts
cheap
of
steaks.
because we're talking about coffee, so I was thinking about coffee.
Oh, that kind of roast.
And I'm like, wait, what?
Kathy wants to know, what's your favorite butter? The butter that we just keep on using
We just
over and
get
over
the
again is the
Costco
Sam's
or
Club,
Sam's Club.
just the cheap stuff.
But we
Because
get it salted because we like the
yeah,
salt.
we get the salted. Because metabolically, there's not really much of a difference. Butter is great.
I like
cheap
Kerrygold.
roasts are great. Eggs are great. If you like the flavor of the grass-fed,
Yeah.
go for it.
Also, I like the color of the grass fed.
Go for it.
They're so
But
pretty.
don't buy it because it's more healthy. Because by itself, it's already so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, Marie says, LOL, red 40 flavor. Let's see. Savvy Shimmer says, thank you for being dye-free. We try.
Oh, Cindy says orange cream float using 0 sugar orange soda along with the orange cream keto chow. That sounds amazing.
It does. Mike says, there's a new list, though. Green 3, yellow 5, yellow 6. Yeah, none of those. We're not using any of those.
Yep. Yeah, we don't have any.
Let's see. Mike says, oh, yeah, phasing out by the end of 2026. It's so funny that they take so long. Evelyn says, throw that cherry chill in the Ziploc. We don't need no bag.
Right.
Actually, you do. If the packets of salty are exposed to humidity, they do, it changes the flavor and they get clumpy. So we need a good package to keep them from doing that. And the bag that they go into helps keep it safe. So
Keep it safe. Keep it safe. What is
Shelly's
that?
here.
What does
That's
that look
from Lord of the Rings.
Keep it safe.
Keep it
Keep it hidden.
keep it secret, keep it safe. Cindy is on with you, Chris, about the smell of coffee. Yeah. Oh, blue number 2. Okay. Exposing Narcissus caramel macchiato is not being discontinued. No, you are correct. Caramel macchiato
good
is
seller.
not being discontinued. Jennifer loves the smell of coffee, never liked taste.
Yeah.
I found that most people who don't drink coffee but like the smell have a grandparent or someone else who
Yeah.
would drink it, and so there's an associated memory.
And I told you guys about the associated memory of the cigarette smoke room.
That you like the smell of?
Yeah, we were at Keto Fest, and I went upstairs to go to the bathroom in this wine shop, right? And the top,
There was a
top
smoking
floor
room.
was a smoking lounge, and it had wood paneling and old armchairs and everything. And I walked up and I'm like, oh, this is so gross. And then I'm like, but I like it. Why do I like it? And then I went to the bathroom. And then as I was walking out to go down the stairs again, I'm like, oh, it's because it smelled like my grandfather.
Yep.
You know, he smelled like smoke and wood paneling that was full of smoke.
Kathy says, but there are other people who work on flavors. Yep, Serious Keto made the baked potato soup and the
Mushroom.
creamy mushroom.
Yes.
Those have been doing fairly okay.
They're good.
Yeah. Marie points out that Costco has Kerrygold butter on sale. Good time to buy.
Oh, nice.
Or get the difference back if you've bought some in the last month.
That's awesome.
Yeah, see, for me, Kerrygold is still too expensive. I am such a basic white girl.
Yeah, he's a girl.
Evelyn says, can I mail you my bag and you just refill it? Supposing Darkness says, I know key lime pie was discontinued, but what about lemon lime keto chow? There hasn't ever been a lemon lime keto chow.
We did a lemon meringue.
We still have a lemon meringue. Yep.
And that is still, a permanent flavor.
Risa says, when I was young, I hated the smell of coffee because my dad woke up at 6 and started coffee pot. Woke up to the smell. Now I can't live without it.
That's so funny.
Donna's here from Texas, thrilled about chocolate malt.
Yay.
And Mike doesn't mind the shakes with no added color. Yeah.
Nice.
Penny wants to know what's the big bag for April in the surprise box. I actually, off the top of my head, do not know.
I don't remember either.
But I think Lynette said it is chocolate toffee. Yeah.
Yeah, Lynette knows.
Mike also uses pedestrian butter.
Pedestrian.
Visual Kyo says, yeah, I had chunky endless summer last night that tasted off.
Oh, you can
I have the
reach out
cube
to us
dispenser, so
we'll
none are in the
fix it.
bags anymore.
We can fix it.
Okay.
Reach out to customer service.
Okay, we got some stuff that we wanted to talk about
All right.
aside from the new thing. Editing, rescheduling, and pausing subscriptions. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Hey, you are in control. We love getting our subscribers the best deal we can offer. No need to wait for a sale.
That's right.
So a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm just going to wait for a sale." It's like,
you don't want to wait.
You don't
for
need
a sale
to.
because the best possible deal that you can get at Keto Chow, period, even during a sale, is going to be the 20% off you can get with a subscription.
yeah, the up to 20%. It starts off at 15, and then it grows to 20 as time goes on.
And then it just stays there. So just keep your subscription active. You can pause it, and the battery's running low. You might want to plug in your PC.
That is weird because it is here.
I'll run the show.
Oh, you know what? Check this
It's not
out.
plugged in.
It's totally not plugged in. I was wondering. That's hilarious. I was wondering why we were getting a stuttering frame,
Well, now you know.
and now it's plugged in, and it's a lot better performance.
Well, that's smart.
Anyhow,
Yeah, with subscriptions.
subscriptions.
Yeah.
Permanent 20% off,
Just
up to
keep-
20%
Just
off.
keep it, and you can change whatever's in your subscription anytime you want. Subscription.
Yes,
And it's going to be the best deal no matter what.
absolutely. So
you can win with the subscription.
yeah, and you are able to reschedule. You're able to pause. You can jump in there. One thing that we made sure of today was as soon as the new spring flavors went live, you could add them to a subscription. And we had a bunch of people who flat out told us that they had paused their subscription so that today, when the stuff came back,
So
they could change their subscription and reactivate.
That's smart. Oh,
Do
that's
it.
Smart.
We think that's great.
Love it.
The cool thing about subscriptions are it actually costs us less money because we don't have to advertise to people who have subscriptions.
Yes.
And we pass that savings on. So that's where the discount is coming from. It costs us less. We might as well charge you less. And a lot of people are like, hey, Keto Chow costs so much. And it's like, well, we do the best that we can. We'd like to make it less expensive. Here's how we do it, the subscriptions. So anyway, that's hilarious that it wasn't. I wondered why I was getting like low frame rate. Anyway.
Because your computer was tired. Hey, Aaron.
Aaron is here. Always loved the smell of coffee, but didn't start drinking until I was about 30. My dad and grandparents always drank. Reese says, I like the butter.
Drank coffee.
Yes. Reese says, I like the butter from grass-fed butter when I want to taste the butter itself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm fine with just regular Kirtland. Yep.
Right? Because I think you're right. It has a more nuanced flavor.
Yeah. Steph wants to know, can you order multiple times a month with a subscription? So
Sure.
you could. If you create a subscription, build it to whatever you want.
You can go in there every week if you want.
You can go in there and change it whenever and to whatever you want. And you can even, once you've set it up, you can click the button that says place order now.
Yeah.
So let's say I had paused my subscription because I thought that the spring flavors were coming back. They come in today. I update my subscription, put in the stuff I want. then I click the place order now. Now, that will change it so that my subscription will now recur on the 22nd.
On this day.
Today. But then you could also go back in, edit the subscription, change it to whatever you want, and click the place order now. Like, you're in control. You can change the date that it's going to recur on. We want people to be able to
feel free to
do it themselves. Like, we're not trying to trick people into keeping a subscription or being subscribed. If a product is good, you shouldn't have to trick people.
Right. No trickery.
This isn't cable internet. We're not going to lock you in. We're not going to put it behind you have to call us to cancel the subscription. Although you can.
What was it that somebody was just charging people more and more and more and more?
Well, among other things, our garbage disposal company started upping their charges. Recently, this happened to us. It went from $250 a month for the 2 dumpsters that we use. One's recycling and one's garbage. It was up to $634 a month.
And they were just upping
so we
it until you called.
And they said, "Oh yeah, we can set you up with an agreement, and it'll be $250 a month." We're like, seriously? Okay, they're jerks. Anyway.
So they were doing it on purpose.
They were upping it until we squealed.
Until we all noticed it. I'm like, wow.
Kathy says, I just ordered some spring flavors to my subscription. It was easy peasy.
Thank you, Kathy.
Paige says, I think I hit 20% on my 3rd month. That's the way it should be set up.
And then if you just keep it, it'll stay 20.
Yep. Mike says, I changed my sub to today or tomorrow. Then I moved the date back to next month at the normal time.
Yes.
It's very easy to manipulate.
That's perfect.
Takes a little practice. Neely is here. Levi requested another coconut cream pie shake today. He loves it. Here you go.
Yay.
You ready?
Oh, I wanted
Did
to try
that work?
That too. Oh, mine didn't go nearly as
Tell
close.
Levi he needs to catch.
Hi,
Did you
Levi.
watch the video of them tasting it?
No.
It was pretty funny. None of them could figure it out.
I watched some
Jeff
other
was
ones.
hilarious. He's like, tastes like saltwater taffy.
That's kind of what it tastes like.
It kind of does.
Yeah. I love Jeff.
Gail likes your shirt.
Thank you.
Cindy says, saying hi to Neely. Okay, what else did we want to talk about?
I don't know.
Reminder that the only way to pay for a subscription is a credit card.
Right.
You can't use a gift card or store credit. You have to use a credit card.
Yeah.
And we get this question a lot. People are like, hey, why can't I use my rewards to pay for my recurring subscription? Like, unfortunately, because recurring subscriptions are automatic on the back end, even though it looks like you can hit a place order now, it's doing it through what's called an application programming interface, API. And you're not able to interactively put... It's a gift card code is what our rewards are. So you can't use that to pay for it. Now, what you can do is when new stuff comes out,
just use that.
You can use the rewards, which is 5% back.
Yeah.
It adds up pretty quick. You can
you're
use that.
earning it on your subscription anyway.
Yes.
You just need to pay attention to use it within 6 months. So you can let it save up, and then when you think, oh, I want to buy Butterscotch because it just came back in stock. Do I want to add it to my subscription? Do I have enough points to buy the amount that I need? You can do that and just be smart about it. So that's great.
And we're actually, the rewards program that we have, we really like the fact that it is a gift card code, because most of the time when you've got like a customer loyalty program or something like that, it gives you a coupon code.
Right.
That doesn't work with any other offer. Like if we were doing a Black Friday sale and you wanted to use your rewards with most rewards programs, you could not during Black Friday.
And you can with ours, because we've had in the past one that was similar to that.
Yes.
And we like this one way better.
So there's a lot of functionality with our rewards program.
It's
the one thing it doesn't do
that's the only
is subscriptions.
Thing.
And
oh well.
yeah, we are limited with the tools that we have, and we keep looking for other stuff.
Yep.
We keep looking for better tools.
Yep. If you
my
find
friends
a good one,
say I'm a
send
tool.
it my way. We'll look at it for sure.
Let's see. Savvy Shimmer says, do you guys watch all the Keto Chow videos that get posted? A lot of them.
Pretty
So
much.
when new stuff comes out, I try to watch as many as I can. Today, when we were doing our stand-up where we go around and talk about what we're working on today, I said, well, yesterday I did payroll. Today I'm going to be dealing with the restock launch. Yep. And I spent all day putting out fires, working on stuff.
Yeah.
It was kind of an interesting day. Shelly says, I just received my coconut Keto Chow.
Shelly,
can't wait to try it. It's one of my favorite flavors. Mike says, I just logged in to see the reminder that my sub contains 2 bags of out-of-stock items. Nice new system. Yeah, we just updated the subscription management tool.
Yes.
So now it tells you if something that you have is going to be out of stock. Now, here's the interesting thing. If you had logged into that yesterday and you had chocolate malt in your subscription, it would have told you chocolate malt was out of stock.
But today
it doesn't. So when an order recurs, like the instant it goes through, it checks to see if stuff is out of stock.
Which is really cool.
If it is in stock, it sends it out dutifully. If it's not in stock, it skips that part.
And just sends everything else.
There's no way to know ahead of time what's going to be in stock and what's not going to be in stock. It doesn't change a lot from day to day, but it can. And so that's why we are using the system that we do use, where it warns you that stuff is out of stock, and if it's not in stock,
add stuff if you want.
Yep. But yeah, the new subscription management system is really cool.
Yay.
And Kathy wanted to know, do you earn rewards from subscriptions?
You sure do.
Yes, you do. Crystal says, I ordered my fruity cereal, butterscotch and chocolate malt.
Yay!
Nerd. Mike says, next up I will get orange and lemon meringue.
That sounds good.
Jody says, I enjoy your Keto Chow shakes. The cookies and cream is my favorite flavor. I can't wait to try the soups.
Nice.
And the soups are a bit weird.
They're different.
Like, I recommend, number 1, adding salt. Number 2, add stuff to them.
I have used the soup so much in recipes. Today I made, which I keep talking about this, egg roll in a bowl for lunch. And it was delicious. It called for 2 scoops of beef Keto Chow.
And someone keeps going through the coconut aminos.
I don't know why that keeps happening. It must be the egg roll
in the bowl.
Because I keep making the same thing over and over. And then tonight for dinner, we made chili verde, and I didn't today, but I usually put in a scoop of chicken Keto Chow.
Oh, yeah.
In with it. And I just forgot.
Donna says, I go in tomorrow for x-rays to see how my broken arm is healing.
Okay.
Praying I don't have to get surgery to revise my shoulder replacement. Ooh.
Okay, thoughts and prayers. Okay. You will be.
Carnivore Werewolf is here.
Hi.
And Mike says, soups for me are best with heavy whipping cream. So this is, next thing I wanted to talk about is a funny thing. On Reddit, Packdroid posted, I'm trying to read, but your hand is in the way, so I'll let you finish writing what you're...
I didn't know you were going to read the paper.
Okay, so Packdroid on Reddit said they'd like us to have a custom bundle of SALTT.
That would be cool.
So let's talk about that.
Okay.
At the end of their post, they said, sometimes I picture Chris rolling his eyes every time one of us makes a suggestion that just adds difficulty for him.
Yeah.
You know what they say about customers? You can't live with them. You can't shoot them.
That's true.
And my response was, there's a third option. You can charge more. Which is what we would have to do with a custom bundle.
Anything that's custom, you have to charge more.
Yep.
So it's difficult. And, we have at a couple of shows, we've done a custom bundle because it's relatively easy to do at a show.
Yeah, where we just have big bags.
People and they're just doing it. So if ever we see you at a show and we're salty, we'll have the custom
Well, not necessarily, because some of the shows
sometimes.
recently we've been simplifying and only bringing the ultra variety packs.
Oh, yeah.
But
we'll see.
And in the post I said a lot of the 30-pack bundles of SALTT are put together ahead of time by a bunch of high schoolers who think that work release is a good use of a afternoon instead of doing something meaningful like Ceramics 3. Anyway, so
That's what you did?
I liked.
I was
did
in
ceramics
music
too.
classes. I was
Anyway.
in all music classes.
So if we were to have a custom thing, number one, there would be more errors in the orders
That
because
happens.
now you're picking 30 individuals.
Well, and they're small too.
And their suggestion, I don't know. The suggestion was to have like different 10 packs that people could put together. We'd still have to make the 10 packs and then put them together. So for now, to simplify things
Right.
and to make the logistics a lot easier, we have the 30 packs of a single flavor and we have the very specific pre-built variety packs.
Right. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, and the only way to get around that would be, like I said, to charge more. And it's kind of funny. I know that it shouldn't feel this way, but when I see a custom option that's more money, like that rubs me the wrong way. Like, why are you charging more for it to be custom? It should be the same price. Well, it doesn't cost the same.
Yeah.
And having a custom option that costs more doesn't take away from the pre-built ones that cost less. It's more options. But there's this, you're like, oh, it should cost the same. You know, having more options is now a bad thing. And it's like, you know what? I don't even want to fight that battle.
But what I was just going to say is
What?
you've got the Ultra Variety Pack, then you can try everything.
Yes.
You decide you like a flavor, just buy the 30 pack of that flavor.
But they didn't want to. If they're like, if I buy 3 flavors, now I'm down $100.
That's true, but then you buy one, and then the next couple of weeks you buy another, and then the next couple of weeks you buy another. So
And, yeah. Now it's the same argument with the 21 meal bags of
Yeah.
Keto Chow.
Yep,
And people are like, well, I don't want to buy a big 21 meal. I want to buy a bunch of singles. Great.
that is fine.
It does cost more that way,
Yep.
though. So,
But it is nice to have the singles because we're going on a trip in a couple of weeks, and we're gonna take these with us. I brought these home.
the problem with the singles of Salty is they're so small.
Yeah.
Like, it's difficult. Like, if we put them up for sale individually, I guess we could do that. Put them up for sale individually, but they'd have to be like $2 each.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the same thing. More options cause more complexity, costs more money.
Yeah.
Let's just stick with what we got.
And then also the other question comes up, are you guys ever going to make a tub of Salty with a scoop?
Oh.
Like Redmond Real Salt has.
Not right now.
We tested,
We tested it. Yeah, we could. I think we could.
It turned into a brick.
But
The flavor went weird, and we were only saving 5%.
ooh.
It was like,
But we are going to update the packaging so they're not so hard to open.
yeah, we're working on that.
That has been a pain. I'm sorry about that. Here, right here, Gina says, "What's your recipe for egg roll in a bowl?" Can you show it to him?
I sure can.
Thank you.
Coming back here.
I know I keep talking about
Scroll
it.
to
but
the
it's
top.
Just, it's just
I'm going to
different.
type egg roll.
in a bowl.
It's funny, it's not showing the image. There it is.
There it is.
There's the keto egg roll in the bowl.
It's so yummy. And you know what? I think you're probably supposed to put it on top of coleslaw, but I end up putting the coleslaw into it and let it keep cooking a little bit so the coleslaw is a little bit soft.
Nice.
It's not super soft. It's still crunchy, but it's not like hard. So that's what I like to do.
Matt says, soups, I had some seasoned salt, black pepper, and pepper flakes.
Heck
Nice.
yeah. Nice.
Carnivore Werewolf, have you ever considered a spearmint salty? Nope.
I don't know if that would sell.
I don't know if it
would
would
be
either.
different.
It would be interesting.
Yeah.
Salty's interesting with the flavors because we're trying to be more
Judicious.
judicious.
That's
That's not the word. It's
Careful.
more mindful, more deliberate
Modest.
with how we're releasing flavors, and to not get a huge variety at the same
Because
time.
we kind of went crazy with Keto Chow.
We did. And so we're trying to figure out how are we going to introduce new flavors but keep the number of total flavors down. And so the likely scenario is We
won't
will
have as many.
retire flavors as new flavors come out, and probably not go much higher than
12
the 12
or
that we
whatever.
have.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Simplify.
yep,
There's something to say about simplification.
there is. So let's see. And a lot of people are like, "What? Wait! It's how it's going to have to be, unfortunately." Gail says, I made roast beef last night and used beef soup
Nice.
base to make the gravy with the drippings and the veggie cooked water.
It's so
My
good.
non-keto family kept raving about how great the gravy was.
Right? And it's just like nothing. It's just the grease and the keto chow.
Neely says we need Chris eye roll graphic.
Yes.
I actually don't eye roll when people say stuff like that because I see it as an opportunity because that means that someone is really emotionally invested.
Yeah, which we appreciate.
Okay, years ago, I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again because it was instructive. I used to work customer support for Family Search, which is an ancestry, like family tree nonprofit. And the guy he was like the CEO of Family Search.
Okay.
He came to do a training once and he said, every time you have an interaction with someone who is angry, you're doing customer service with someone who is upset, that means that they care so much about the product or the service that they're upset it's not the way that they think it should be.
Wow.
And that is an opportunity to connect with that person and figure out how you can help them.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a good point of view.
Yeah.
That this person cares so much. And so it's not so much eye roll. When people are really, they're like, how could you discontinue my favorite flavor? It's like, hey, I'm sorry. Why is this so expensive? And why do you use this? And sometimes it's just people who want to complain. But other times it's people who are like, this sounds good to me, but I need it a slightly different way. And if possible, we really like to accommodate people. That's why we have Keto Chow Core for people like Lindsay Murphy who can't do milk protein right now.
Right.
Anyway, Savvy Shimmer says, the Ultra Variety Pack has all the flavors, though, doesn't it?
Yes.
As of right now, all of the flavors that we have available for the SALTT Drink Mix are in the Ultra Variety Pack. The Fruit Variety Pack doesn't have the 2 chocolate flavors or the clean slate.
Yeah.
But it has all the fruit flavors. And they tend to be fruity, the flavors of salty. So, Sharon says, could you automatically put any reward points we have into the checkout process? Because I always forget to add the points. Unfortunately, no, because you have to put in a gift card and use it.
If you need help, the customer service people will help you. If ever you forget or something, then you can call and say, hey, I wanted to put this on here. Is there any way you can fix it? Or can we, do another order and they can cancel it and start it again? So please feel free to reach out.
Bubble says the variety packs are good enough and I'd buy my favorite whole bags like Citrus Splash. In case you didn't know, Citrus Splash has been officially discontinued. When it runs out, we won't have any more. We still have a fair amount of it, but it was replaced by the Lemon Lime Twist. That will be the first flavor of salty to get the axe.
Yep.
Barbara says just ordered butterscotch and chocolate malt. Thank you.
Woo!
Savvy Shimmer says that's why you do the My Chow subscription and just put salty in it.
Yep, you sure can.
Yes, indeed. Mike says I remember working for a company that designed a software suite for one customer that decided they didn't like it and left. 2 years of coding for nothing.
Yep. That's what it is, 2 years.
Yep.
It takes a long time to change stuff like that.
Bubble says I'd budget for my favorite bags like Citrus Splash.
Yes, yes.
Mike says this phase of salty is so much easier to rip packages open than the first ones. Yeah, we're still working on it. The problem is they have to be a really good package.
To get it a good package
that doesn't let any humidity in.
I think the problem with this one is it's almost like the seam. If it was backwards, if this tear was on the opposite side, it would work. But because it's on the side and the fold is in the opposite direction of where you're folding, it doesn't tear. I don't know. Anyway, we're working on it.
Donna says both options are handy for different situations. It's all about what we're willing to pay for. I don't feel like a meal replacement, and not. I don't feel like for a meal replacement, not just a protein drink. You cannot buy a meal for $5.50. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Asraf has a great question. So can you have a few singles of coconut cream added to the subscription for this month only? If so, I can't figure out how.
Okay.
So here's what you do: edit your subscription, add coconut cream. Then as soon as your subscription goes through,
just go take it out.
Edit your subscription and take out the coconut cream. The old subscription
isn't a way to
thing.
mark it as like a one-time.
Well, the old subscription management thing had a one-time add-on option,
Right, and
I
that's probably
think
what
we're
you're
going to
looking at.
get that
Yeah.
added to the new one. The problem is the one-time add-on does not get the subscription discount.
Oh, but if you edit the subscription and just add it to it, then it would
Yep.
get the. Yeah, that makes sense. So
It's a
do that.
little playing the game. Is that worth the discount to you? To me, it would be. And we're not trying to make it more difficult. It's just,
Right.
hey, these are the jokes, kid. No, these are the constraints that we have to work with the tools that we have.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's how you would add a one-time purchase. Just edit it. As soon as it goes through, edit
Then
it again.
just take it out.
Patricia says, I'll need to place another order for the spring flavors. This will be my third order this month. Is there a Keto Chow anonymous group? There is a Facebook group where you can share about that. Mike says, now I want to turn unflavored salty into a mint drink by blending in real mint leaves.
Oh, that's
on
a
an
good
ice blender.
idea.
That would be
Just go
good.
outside, pick some from the lawn.
Bubbles says, chocolate raspberry salty.
Oh, that does sound good.
I haven't started any development on other chocolate flavors.
Yeah, that's true.
When we first were developing salty, I tried to do a chocolate mint, and it wasn't
Yeah.
amazing.
The chocolate mint that we have for Keto Chow was really hard to do.
Yep.
But I don't even think we tried a chocolate raspberry or strawberry or anything like that. We just said, these are working. This is what's going to be fine.
Aaron wants to know, would like easier to open salty packets, but it keeps a pair of scissors handy.
Scissors by mine
which is what Visual Keto does. Donna says, how do you make Keto Chow on the road? Do you add butter powder? The problem with butter powder is it's like 6 times more
It's
sugar
higher carb.
than heavy cream, which is already kind of high of heavy cream. I mean, high of carbs. So I personally don't like butter powder at all. It does fill a need. It does, there are people who are like, hey, I just want to take this camping and throw water in there. And
Then for sure.
for
But if
me,
you're hiking up the Uintas, you probably can handle a couple more carbs than I can.
so if I have to mix it somewhere else,
Yeah.
that's a bit more difficult than we are going on a road trip and I'm going to bring stuff from home. If I'm going to bring stuff from home, cooler with Keto Chow in it, easy.
Already made.
So easy. We are probably going to be doing that on Saturday
Yeah.
or Friday. We did it last
Friday.
week.
Friday.
But if you have to mix it when you're out, a lot of times it's actually a little easier just to buy some heavy cream
yeah. Just pour it in.
and then just mix it
And
up.
then mix it. Like if you're in your
You
hotel.
can use butter powder though.
You can use butter. If you have like a bowl or something, you can put it in the microwave and melt
Or
it.
a coffee mug.
And use the hot water from the sink, so it is a little bit complicated, but
Yep.
it depends on like how strict you want to be. Like, why do you need to have Keto Chow? Is it the best option? Is it because you
may
can't
not be the
travel
best
anywhere?
option.
Like, is it because you, literally are stuck in a hotel? Then that's a nice option.
Kathy uses Family Search. I used to work there from,
Oh yeah.
when did I start working
When
there?
did you start working there? To 2019?
2008.
10 years.
I worked there for 9 years.
Wow.
It was, yeah. Anyway,
that's a
Neely
good
says
time for
mint
us.
tea with some salty and it would be great.
Oh, there you go.
Salty.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, you're so punny. Bubble says, I'll try to forgive the citrus splash.
Oh, sorry.
Bubble says, red licorice salty? I don't know about that. But Neely points out the cherry chill tastes like red licorice. It tastes more like Twizzlers,
Oh, yeah.
which is
kind of.
cherry. Red Vines is supposed to be raspberry flavored,
Yeah.
but now it's just licorice flavor.
Yeah.
I don't know how well a licorice flavor of salty would go. That'd be Be very
It would
interesting.
be interesting. Yeah.
And like I said, we're working on some interesting stuff on the salty flavor
Yeah, we're
front.
excited to share it with you too.
It's an
pretty soon.
idea I came up with back in like November.
It's been a work in progress. So.
And we're almost ready to execute
so
on it.
close, so close.
Carlos says, I asked about the grapefruit salty. Does it have real grapefruit? Yes.
Yes, it does.
The groovy grapefruit has some actual grapefruit in it. If you are
very
taking
minimal, but you need to know that so that you can not use it with the medication.
If you're taking medication that contraindicates grapefruit, yep. I would not recommend that you use the groovy grapefruit.
Ooh, Mike Shaw just subbed a big pack of caramel macchiato.
Nice.
Yay!
Well, welcome back.
Glad you're back.
Rob says that does make sense. Carnival Werewolf says my salty order arrived today. Can't wait to get back to the yard to pick it up tomorrow.
Heck
nice.
Yeah.
Marie says Coco Loco plus Booyah Berry.
Ooh.
I do know the Coco Loco with zesty orange is extremely
really good. What about cherry chocolate? Would that be good?
Huh. I've never tried that.
This is what
The
we're
lemon
gonna try
lime-
now. I don't
lemon
think
lime
we have any
twist.
cherry.
And the cherry.
I know, I love those two.
We don't have any cherry because
love those.
we have run out of everything except for the Mondo melon.
I know. We have Mondo melon.
We have a lot of the Mondo melon here at the house.
Day.
I'm going through 2 or 3 of them a day right now.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway,
I'm sweating in the hotness now. It's not even that hot.
S. Rob says I'm trying to review my subscription. Just keep saying loading. Maybe
I'm
try after
sorry.
the live stream. Try on a computer.
Try
on
restarting,
or
too.
off Wi-Fi.
Restart your computer.
Evelyn says I'm taking packets with me for the low carb cruise. So I'll mix it up with heavy cream or half and half to make a whip for dipping berries
Oh,
in
that's
as a
a
dessert.
great idea.
I'll tell you what I'm bringing on the low carb cruise is sugar-free ketchup and a bottle of horseradish sauce
Heck yeah.
because I make I don't want their sugary cocktail sauce. It's worth it to me to be able to get shrimp cocktail and not have to worry about it. Mike says red vines taste like dye number 40. Yes, they do.
True that.
Bubble says Skittle flavor salty, so like a fruity
fruit candy.
Fruity candy.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I may have tested that. I won't say. Terry says I love groovy grapefruit.
I do too. I love
Aaron
it.
says I think you have to do a black licorice salty. If you do red licorice, it's the law.
I think you're
it
right.
would be the law, but
There you go.
yeah.
Cocoa Loco plus cherry chill, cordial cherry.
Cherry cordial.
Yeah.
Susan says chocolate malt, so yummy. Yes, indeed. Mike says Mondo Melon reminds me of Bubblicious bubblegum.
Oh yeah.
To me, it tastes like watermelon Jolly Rancher. So
Yeah, but the Bubblicious bubblegum was like that green flavor, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was indeed. Boy, the computer is working so much better plugged in.
Yay!
Holy cow. We haven't had a drop out since I plugged it in. I think that's about it for tonight.
Yeah, we got all the paper.
Next week, we will be doing our live stream.
Yes.
The week after, which is
Sixth.
the 5th. No,
it's
6th.
our anniversary.
It's our anniversary.
25 years.
We will be somewhere
I don't
in
even know where we're gonna be.
upstate New York, I think. We're going on a history trip back east.
Depending on what time it is,
We might be able to
we
pop
might
in.
be able to pop in and say hi, but we might not. So,
It'd be from a phone, which is kind of
fun.
it's what it is. What it is,
It's
or
kinda
it'd be
fun.
from a laptop.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Not this coming Tuesday, but next Tuesday, we may not be doing a live stream. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But thanks everybody for joining us, and hope you have an awesome week too, Gail.